Slotty. That's the third gray fox this morning. He came down through the valley. We worked him for about 12 minutes. He finally came to the call about 12 minutes into it. Came by Brent, he slung one at him, but the fox didn't give up. He kept running up and down the fence line, and finally he committed and came into a hole there, and I weaved one through the fence and slocked him. Gray foxes are fun to hunt with a bow. Too easy with a gun, but with a bow and arrow it's perfect because they give you close shots and they're real curious and aggressive.
You may not want to know me, but you probably already do. I'm the guy they say is crazy, and for the most part, I guess it's true. If you've never been scared, you never hunted with me. And when it's time to feed, they better hope I'm not the guy in the tree. My friends, well, they're crazy too. They like to hunt things that want to kill them. And like me, killing is what they do. It's not easy to like me, and I understand why. For the creatures that I meet have a tendency to die. If they took my gun, I'd still be dangerous. And if you're the guy who comes to get it, remember, dying's no way of living. So don't get in a rush. So when they ask me if I'm a killer, he who hunts both sea and land, I'll just smile and give the answer. Yes. Why, yes I am. Today I continue my hunt in the desert with good friends Eric and Brent, who have traveled with me to the desolate region of southwest Texas. We're in search of the gray fox and the elusive aoudad. My first encounter of the day was a good one for sure, but not so good for the fox. Gray foxes have beautiful fur and are very good to eat. Brent is off to my right. He's never killed a gray fox. I'm waiting for Brent's arrow to strike the fox. This is your chance, Brent. Oh, he's just missed. The fox smells his arrow, then escapes before I can make a follow-up shot. But it wasn't a minute later when I spotted a big male some 50 yards out. He's watching from atop a rock. Ooh, lucky fox.
I thought he was dead.
I no sooner knocked another arrow when in came a big male. And then again, another was approaching from the left. The following day, we were back after the foxes and hoping that Brent can kill his first. That's me in front of the camera, and Brent's quite a ways off to my left. This fox is right in my slock zone. So at full draw, I was about to release when suddenly Brent has fox blocked me. And then he shot another one before I could get the shot. If he wasn't such a horrible cameraman, I'd probably make him film the rest of the hunt. The second fox wasn't hit too well, so we tracked him down.
Slowly. No. Nice shot, Brent. Second fox.
We've got fox fur and fox loins for dinner. It's a great combo.
Brent, that was an awesome shot, man. You shot him on the run. And then you shot him on the sleep. Freaking awesome. We're kissing the foxes with the slockers out here in the desert of Southwest Texas. I think we're calling in some country that has never heard a call before. Usually the aoudad are out here what we're chasing, but I killed an aoudad early, and now it's game on. And luckily, my cameraman Eric, who is an expert predator hunter, he brought his bow. It's not a Matthews, and he blew it up. So that's awesome. Me and Brent's doing all the shooting. Look at that.
I don't know if this is like a reverse Texas heart shot or what, but
Look at that. Oh yeah.
baby's coming all the way out.
That's a beautiful shot, Brent.
Man, he's
What kind of broadhead do you use?
It's the Tim Wells Slacker.
Oh, the Slocker.
All the way through, man.
You kind of game hogged that set.
Kind of fox blocked you, didn't I?
I got fox blocked. That's right. We had 3 foxes come in, and Brent is 66%, which is pretty freaking good for little bitty foxes. And 2 shots for 25 yards. That's really hard. Usually they're 15.
They look bigger coming in, but
Yeah.
boy, I tell you, this is a small target. First gray fox with a bow down here in South Texas. Beautiful creature. We've called in 4 or 5 every set. It's unbelievable. They're very aggressive, responsive to calls.
It's a beautiful fox.
Predator pounding in the desert, baby, right here in South Texas.
Texas has had a lot of rain, and when that happens, the grasshoppers do well, and the rabbits do well as the rats. And these guys take off, they're everywhere. Well, hey, congratulations on your first fox.
Beautiful creatures. This is gonna look good on my wall.
It's worth the trip to Texas just a predator hunt, I can tell you.
Oh yeah.
What an amazing trip. And what an amazing shot, Brent. Good job, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Let's go find
You
that other.
doubled.
Let's go find that other.
All right.
Later that day, I spotted a band of billies. They were bedded in the distance. I got the wind in my face and circled in on them. As I approached their position, I spotted a big billy. But he's on the move. I'm taking the shot.
Man. Gosh darn. I had my shot, and I took out a branch before it got to him. Man. Dang it.
Obviously, I thought I had missed, but it wasn't the case. The arrow did hit a small twig, but continued on to its mark.
This is extremely typical of an animal that's in Rocky Mountains and in rugged conditions. When they're mortally hit, they go downhill, and then if you don't follow them right up, I shot him last night, they stop at the bottom because it's such a labor to go back up, especially when you got a Grim Reaper cutting you up inside. But he lays there under that bush down there. You can see he has a massive, massive set of horns on him. My whole hunting career, I've always wanted to kill an aoudad, and I've spent many days trying. Several years I've hunted them everywhere from New Mexico to South Texas, Mexico, and I finally got him. And the great thing about it is, I'm not a trophy hunter. I hunt anything, especially if they're hard to kill. Just getting one of the species is exciting. But this guy is a freaking giant. He is just a gorgeous, gorgeous creature. Here we just discovered, as I was getting ready to field dress this animal, amazing. He's got a perfect X right here on his shoulder blade. And look at the pocket of fluid that is formed around the X. Just shows you the brutal strength of an animal like this. Somebody hit him on the shoulder. And it's a great thing about a bow and arrow. If you make a poor hit bone, especially with a mechanical, the arrow comes back out. And a lot of times, if not most of the time, when it hits bone and doesn't go into the paunch of the animal, they recover. So whoever you are out there who have hunted the wild vastness of Del Rio and Southwest Texas, if you ever think you've shot a giant and you lost him, well, here he is, guys. I got him. And he is an absolute stud. Good grief, what a monster.
Hey guys, check out Tim Wells Bowhunter for the latest news on what's happening with Relentless Pursuit. You've got to see some of these critters I've taken. They've got some monster heads. My latest book, to hats and more. All at timwellsbowhunter.com.
That'll work.
Well, I told Brent that midday calling in the desert doesn't work too good, but he's gonna think I'm a liar after the day, because we both brought about 7 arrows apiece, and we're down to pretty much nothing. I've got my junk broadheads on now. I'm down to the bad stuff, but they just keep coming in and keep getting slocked.
There hasn't been a call set we've been on that 5 fox haven't come in, and point blank.
Did you see that last one got right in the head?
You could blow gun them. Might be a new sport.
Well, we're gonna make one more set, and we'll see how this turns out, and then it's time to charge the call and
recharge our own batteries.
Yeah,
and
get some lunch.
Yep.
Good shooting today, boss.
It's good.
Way
Good
to go,
times,
buddy.
buddy. Thanks for having me here.
Your shirt's on backwards.
No. See, they don't know which way I'm looking if I do.
That's smart.
No, they think I'm looking the other way. They'll
From the
come right
very
in.
beginning, man has been a hunter.